Hi, everybody. Thanks for rewatching this. And sorry about the glitch. There was a presentation that was being shared. So I am going to share it with you now. And hopefully you can rewatch this. I'm just going to put it on presentation. And I am talking about creating calm with nosework. So there are so many things that we can do in regards to giving our dogs nose work. So I thought I would just show you a couple of really cool games that we can do that are favorites of mine that I like to share with my clients, whether it be a puppy, a teen, an adult dog, a senior dog, and for sure our reactive dog. So it can help create calmness in their brains. So always be aware of your dog's health and make sure that before starting any activity that everything's okay. If they're unwell, we don't want to force them to have to interact or participate in any kind of activity. If you have a multi-dog household, you always want to start with your dogs separately just to make sure you're giving them that their own activity, that satisfaction. They don't have to worry about any competition from their litter mate. So the benefits of nose work are massive, and we know that it activates our dog seeking system, which is very big. And Catherine last week talked a lot about our dog seeking system when she talked about our free work, the free work. But for this presentation, I want to focus on the mental energy that some of our nose work and scent work takes from our dog and share some really cool facts with you. So, like I said, the benefits are massive, and there's some really fun facts about our dogs when they're taking in scent. So when they're taking in scent, like us, we're smelling, we're taking in oxygen at the same time, but our dogs, it's more than that. There's an actual split that happens, and the split is when our dog sniffs until it enters their nasal active cavity, and the air goes into their circulatory system because their body needs the oxygen, and then the scent goes up into the brain to be processed, which I think is super cool. And then when our dogs exhale, they have little slits at the side of their noses, and that's where the air gets pushed through. And instead of just pushing it directly through the nostrils, because as that's happening, they're still taking in scent. So it's really cool that this can continue while they're doing that. And and as you can see, that's quite sophisticated and takes a lot of brain work. So it does have quite the calming effect. So like I said, getting our dogs to use their noses, the benefits are huge. It's a very thoughtful activity that they have to do. We do see dogs that are quite activated when they're scenting, but what you want to, when you watch them, they're quite focused on it. Nothing else around them is really happening. The focus is quite intense. And, that is, a lot of hard work and tiring, which has a calming effect as well, because at the end of the day, they have just, you know, read a huge book, and they're finished from all that mental activity. Is just like when we've gone to school and all the massive studying we do. It's really helpful for our dogs that are super active. Often I have owners that think they need to do more with their dog, and actually the scent work really gives the dog what they need instead of more exercise. Exercise is good, don't get me wrong, but you want to have that balance. And when they're doing scent work, they are exercising as well, and they're moving. So we are giving them that physical outlet as well. And it can actually help with our reactive dog, our over aroused dog, because they've got something else to focus on. It calms their brain. And, that's what we want. We want to give them that calmness, which they have not had an opportunity to practice. And it definitely creates optimism in dogs. We do have um, data that is proving that. So that is awesome. And it allows them to practice their natural behavior, which they can be more autonomous. And, it is our dogs are behaving naturally and making active choices. So those are key factors in overall animal welfare, because they're going out, they're scenting, and they're having a choice to do it, and they can do it or they don't have to. So giving multiple choices is an awesome welfare um, factor in that. So without a doubt, olfactory stimulation, contributes to our dog's welfare for sure. So this is going to be the first little game, and this is just a snuffle mat that I made. You can make one, you can buy one, you can use towels, you can use multiple towels, and this is a great start to scatter feeding. It's a snuffle mat, but essentially it is scatter feeding. It's so simple, and we can use our dog scenting ability so that he can properly relax after. And you will see your dogs relaxing when they've been able to engage in this activity. I know whenever I do this with my dogs, it's like, whoop, off they go to their beds and they just go chill. So this is a great activity to start for our dogs to learn that concept. And yeah, I just use their kibble. I might use some smelly treats, but with new dogs, I might use smelly treats if this is brand new to them. So hopefully you think this is a really cool idea. I'd love to see your dogs doing something like this. So the next one is, so you will see that I am working my two dogs at the same time, and I have cautioned about using multiple dogs at once. So scatter feeding is one activity that my dogs can do together, and they remain calm. So that's something that I've always, I watch for. When we're doing different kind of set work, I do give that activity to them on their own, and one has to wait their turn. So you do have to understand a little bit of body language and make sure that your dogs are okay to do this together. To be on the safe side, I would suggest having one behind a baby gate or bedroom and giving one that outlet. But I know for video purposes, I've got both my dogs in here, and scatter feeding is something that they can do together. So when I move this outside, I will start on a cement pad, and this is helps to get them motivated and understanding the outside process of doing some scatter feeding. Usually the cement doesn't have a lot of other scents to interfere, so they know that they're actually looking for the pieces of the food. So this is a really easy way to start outside. It's a really easy way to start our dog's day. If you're getting your coffee ready and you want to, you can do this either inside or outside, and you've already given your dog a calming activity, which sets our dog up for success for the rest of the day, because they're already getting into that calmness pathway by practicing a calm activity first thing in the morning. So we know if we start our days off right, nice and calm, it's going to set the tone for the day. And it definitely does affect our dogs the same way. So I'd love to hear if you try this. And so then you can add it to the grass. So this is what I'm doing with these guys. I hid in the grass around the corner, so they didn't really see exactly where. They had to use their noses, and now they're looking for little pieces in the grass. It's just a little short clip, but that's how I add it to the grass. Okay. All right, so you can even take this out on the road. Um, and what I will do sometimes if I'm walking my dogs, I'll drop a bunch of treats without them seeing where they are. And because I have taught my dogs find it, they will, oh, find it. Okay. And they usually know when we're out and about, it's food that I'm doing, and gives them a little activity to do when you're. You could do even more, but this is just a really short example. So this is fun to do when we're out at the park. It also creates calmness. So if there's some distractions around, it helps, create calmness while we're out and about in an environment, in new environments. So this is a great thing to do in brand new environments as well. So yeah, scent games are a wonderful way to just keep developing our dogs and ours relationship, connection, and most important, it does create calmness. If you're interested in doing more, book a free call. And I'm going to be doing this and much more in my yearly membership that's starting August 1st. And it's a great way for owners to be able to keep an expert in their pocket. So training and behavior group where we're going to keep learning all year round. And you can get in on the founders launch if you're interested with my coupon code, just member, is $20 off. And Walkabout Canine Consulting .org. And if you are interested in a little bit more complexity of scent work, I also have a mini digital course if you're interested, and you can try that out. It is fun, and it's fun and easy. It's a quick start, and it's typically follows the same process of what pros follow. So I hope this was helpful, and I'd love for you to share your successes. So thank you very much for listening.